Thanks to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/ASYM for the top 10 stocks to buy right now. Every company is talking about artificial intelligence right now, but one company that I thought was really interesting is Matterport. This is a company where artificial intelligence may actually naturally fit into the business pretty well, especially in the 3D space, which could be really compelling for companies that can get it right in the future. And today I want to go through one of Matterport's recent announcements. My name is Travis William. Thanks for watching Asymmetric Investing. Please subscribe here on YouTube for all my content. And let's get right to the announcement about Matterport Genesis. This is Matterport's blog post announcing Genesis, a generative AI initiative to transform how buildings are designed, built, and managed. Now, every company is talking about AI, so take this with a little bit of a grain of salt. But I thought the use case here was pretty compelling. If you're familiar with the way that Matterport works, what you do is you take a scan of a building and it gives you what they call a dollhouse. So kind of this 3D view here. And then what you do with it is ultimately really important. If you're running something like an Airbnb, maybe you just share that dollhouse so somebody can see what it looks like inside an Airbnb that they're renting. But in this case, what they're going after is the construction market, how buildings are designed, built, and managed. This is a very big business, especially in commercial real estate. If you can go into a space, take a Matterport and actually show exactly what something might look like, that is actually really compelling. I'll play this video, which hopefully shows up well. I thought this example was really interesting because what they do here is they take their Matterport, this is your dollhouse view, and then they're going to go in and say, how many people can I fit in this with an open floor plan? And so they build that open floor plan, and it actually answers the question. You can fit 95 people in an open floor plan. Now they want to add more collaboration space. So again, it's just iterating on top of itself. You could go through multiple concepts extremely quickly with something like this. They go through a few potential use cases: interior design and space utilization. That's basically the video that I showed. Design and construction, energy efficiency, maintenance and repairs, safety and security. I think this is a really potentially compelling use case for Matterport. Now, the question is, are companies actually going to start using it? This has always been the challenge for Matterport. High potential product, but are people actually going to use it in the way that the company intends? What I would love to see is commercial real estate agents actually start to use this, because this is the kind of tool where you could take somebody into a blank space and say, what if we turned this into a restaurant? What if we turned it into an open office floor plan? You could add different 3D assets. There's all kinds of things you could do with this. And this seems like the kind of thing that Matterport can build on top of. Related to this, and this came out just a little bit earlier, Matterport updated their pricing. So this is the pricing for their plans, which are Starter, Professional, Professional Plus, Business, and Business Plus. There were a few changes to the details of the plans, like you can have more users. But the general takeaway here is that Matterport is increasing pricing 10 to 20%. This should be one of those things that increases their subscription revenue slightly, maybe increases their margins slightly. And hopefully things like this generative AI tool are able to add a little bit more value. The challenge for Matterport has always been that it has a great product, but now you have to get people using it and using it on an everyday basis. Their APIs are something that I would like to see companies build on top of, whether that's a construction firm or real estate companies. There's data there that could be utilized and built on efficiently that could be really compelling, but that's not something that we've seen a ton of so far at Matterport. This generative AI tool is the kind of thing that I think could get a lot of attention if Matterport can roll it out well. So that's what I'm going to be watching in the future here. Like I said, a lot of companies talk about artificial intelligence and especially generative AI. In this use case, Matterport has a compelling value proposition for customers. And I think that's really the key here. They can take something that costs thousands and thousands of dollars, which is just running through what a space might look like if you decide to rent it out or remodel it, and do that in just a few minutes. It looks like the product is probably in its early phases, but again, this is an area that's improving and advancing extremely quickly. So if Matterport can ride that wave, that could be really compelling. So something to keep an eye on. From an operating standpoint, what I'm going to look at is, does this increase the number of customers that are interested in a subscription? What sort of added revenue is there? What sort of added cost is there to run these models? All a lot of questions for Matterport. But this is a pretty compelling product. And so I want to see what the impact is. What do you think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to Asymmetric Investing. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you here next time.